Welcome to Idea Sessions. In this video, we will cover 10 things to help you stop taking things personally. Understand it's not about you. Often, when others say or do things that hurt us, we internalize their actions, believing they reflect something negative about ourselves. However, people's words and behaviors are influenced by their own experiences, emotions, and issues. When someone criticizes you or acts negatively, it's likely a reflection of their personal struggles or mindset, not an indictment of your worth. By recognizing this, you can detach from their reactions and avoid personalizing the situation. Remind yourself that others' actions are shaped by factors beyond your control and may have little to do with you. This perspective shift allows you to maintain your sense of self-worth and stop letting external events dictate how you feel. When you stop internalizing others' behavior, you'll experience greater emotional freedom and peace. Reframe negative thoughts. When someone says something that bothers you, challenge the automatic assumption that it's a personal attack. Instead, try to view the situation from a more objective perspective. Ask yourself if there could be another explanation for their behavior. Perhaps they are stressed, having a bad day, or dealing with their own issues. Reframing involves replacing self-blame with self-compassion and understanding. For instance, instead of thinking, "They don't like me," reframe it to, "Their reaction may be about their own struggles, not my worth." This shift allows you to detach from negative interpretations and maintain emotional balance. By practicing this mindset, you'll develop the ability to respond calmly and rationally, freeing yourself from unnecessary emotional turmoil and preventing others' actions from impacting your self-esteem. Develop self-awareness. Pay attention to when and why you feel hurt or defensive. Often, taking things personally stems from unresolved insecurities or past experiences. By identifying these triggers, you can gain insight into why certain comments or behaviors affect you more deeply. Once you're aware of your emotional responses, you can choose to pause and reflect before reacting. Ask yourself, is this truly about me, or is it about their own issues? This pause gives you the space to respond thoughtfully instead of immediately internalizing negativity. Journaling or mindfulness practices can help increase your self-awareness, making it easier to recognize when you're taking things personally. By building awareness of your emotions, you gain control over how you interpret others' actions, allowing you to maintain emotional balance and reduce the impact of external criticism. Practice empathy. When someone's words or actions upset you, pause and try to understand their perspective. Often, people lash out due to their own stress, insecurities, or struggles. By recognizing that their behavior may have little to do with you, you can detach emotionally. Instead of assuming their comments are a reflection of you, consider what they might be going through. Practicing empathy allows you to see that others' actions are often driven by their own emotions and experiences, not a judgment of you. This shift in mindset helps you respond with understanding rather than defensiveness or hurt. By choosing to see things from another person's viewpoint, you can protect your self-worth and reduce the emotional impact of external criticism, fostering healthier relationships and emotional resilience. Detach emotionally. When someone says or does something that triggers you, take a step back and resist the urge to react immediately. Recognize that their behavior is a reflection of their emotions or mindset, not your value. By creating emotional distance, you can prevent their words from dictating how you feel. A useful technique is to practice deep breathing or mindfulness to regain composure before responding. Remind yourself that you can choose not to internalize their actions. Detaching emotionally also involves recognizing that you can't control others' behavior, but you can control your response. Over time, this emotional distance will help you maintain a sense of calm and perspective, making it easier to handle criticism or negative comments without letting them affect your self-worth. Strengthen self-esteem. When you feel secure in who you are, Others' comments or actions have less power to affect you emotionally. Start by practicing self-compassion and acknowledging your strengths and achievements. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and remind yourself of your value. By focusing on your positive qualities, you can counteract the negative impact of external criticism. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and encourage you, rather than those who tear you down. Engage in activities that reinforce your confidence, such as pursuing your passions or setting and achieving personal goals. The more you nurture your self-esteem, the less you'll be affected by what others say or do. When you have a strong sense of self, taking things personally becomes less of a challenge. Focus on the present. Often, we internalize other people's words or actions because we're ruminating on past experiences or imagining negative scenarios. By grounding yourself in the present, you can detach from unnecessary emotional baggage. When you feel triggered, take a deep breath and bring your attention to what's happening right now. Ask yourself, is this really about me? Or am I overthinking it? Engaging in mindfulness practices like deep breathing or observing your surroundings can help refocus your mind. When you stay in the moment, you reduce the tendency to personalize every comment or action. Focusing on the present helps you respond to situations with clarity, rather than reacting emotionally based on past insecurities or future fears. Set healthy boundaries. Establishing clear emotional and physical boundaries helps you protect your sense of self and reduce the impact of others' behavior. Start by recognizing what is acceptable to you and what is not. If someone's comments or actions cross a line, assertively communicate how you feel and set limits on what you will tolerate. For example, if a colleague's criticism feels personal, calmly express that you prefer constructive feedback over negative remarks. Setting boundaries also involves learning when to disengage from toxic situations or relationships that consistently undermine your self-worth. By honoring your own needs and protecting your emotional space, you minimize the emotional impact of external negativity. When you prioritize your well-being and enforce these boundaries, you'll be less likely to internalize other people's actions and feel more empowered in your responses. Limit personalizing criticism. Stop taking things personally. Limit personalizing criticism by focusing on the constructive aspects rather than viewing it as a personal attack. Understand that feedback is often about actions or behaviors, not about your worth as a person. When someone offers criticism, take a step back and separate it from your self-esteem. Ask yourself, is this feedback aimed at helping me improve? If it is, try to see it as an opportunity for growth rather than a judgment on who you are. Additionally, recognize that the way someone delivers criticism is often influenced by their own mood or communication style, not your value. By depersonalizing feedback, you reduce its emotional impact and can approach it more objectively. This shift in mindset allows you to accept constructive criticism without letting it define you, ultimately strengthening your emotional resilience. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness allows you to observe your reactions without judgment, helping you detach from automatic emotional responses. When someone's words or actions trigger you, pause and take a few deep breaths. Notice how you feel without labeling those emotions as good or bad. By simply observing your thoughts, you create space between the stimulus and your reaction, preventing you from immediately internalizing others' behavior. Mindfulness also helps you recognize when you're personalizing a situation, allowing you to challenge those thoughts and refocus on the present moment. Regular practice, such as meditation or mindful breathing, strengthens your ability to stay calm and grounded in difficult situations. Over time, mindfulness helps you respond to criticism or negativity with greater clarity, reducing its power over your emotions and allowing you to stop taking things personally. We hope this video helps you, and check out our other video related to mental health.